Hello class, welcome back kids. I'm super excited to be here and I hope that you are super ready as I am to start with today's class. As you might know, today we're going to do some activities about comparative and superlative unit 8 and it's called hobbies, just like that. So first of all, I want to remind you that yesterday we had the live class and if you miss it, well, I've left you the link to watch it. If you missed it, you can watch yesterday's class. And remember that yesterday we worked on the workbook, not step inside. We did activities on the workbook. And please try to send your activities. We were doing different things, so please try to send them. It's important to send the pictures of your activity. We are going to review about comparative and superlative adjectives, okay? So first of all, I'm going to show you, I have 4 examples for today because we have a lot to do. We have 3 pages for the workbook. And first of all, his cat is larger than my cat. Larger sometimes is used as a synonym of big, okay? Big. His cat is larger than my dog. I'm using a comparative ER. I'm adding ER. Remember, recordemos que cuando es a comparative, we need to add ER. Larger than my dog. Because I'm comparing one cat with one dog. And that's it. Just one and one. Okay? Than my dog. And the next one says, his cat is the largest in the neighborhood. Neighborhood is the place where you live and there are a lot of houses around the neighborhood, okay? So, because we have a lot of houses, maybe they have a lot of dogs. They are a lot of dogs. So, it means that it's plural. So, in this case, I'm comparing the cat with all of the dogs in the neighborhood, okay? So, his cat is the largest in the neighborhood, okay? They are the cats in the neighborhood. They are kind of cute, right? So the largest, I'm using a superlative because I'm comparing one cat with the rest of the pets in the neighborhood, okay? EST, superlative. Let's see what we have next. Comparative and superlative adjectives. This book is more boring than the last one. Aquí estoy usando un comparative también. Pero recuerda que cuando tenemos un comparative that is large, que está un poco largo, vamos a añadir more, ¿ok? More. So I'm comparing this book with this other book, ¿ok? This book is more boring than the last one. And the next one, this book is the most boring in the library. So I keep comparing this book. But we know that in a library there are a lot of books. I'm comparing this book with these lots of books that I have in here. So for that reason I'm using a superlative. Most boring, como sigue siendo un adjetivo largo, vamos a añadir most en vez de decir boringest, porque ya sería un adjetivo muy largo. This book is the most boring in the library, okay? Comparative, more boring. Superlative, most boring. Comparative, larger. Superlative, largest. Okay? And now I think we're ready to go to workbook pages 93, 94, and 95. It kind of looks like a lot, but we need to focus on it. Page 5 is really easy to do and fast to do. Listen how much. Okay, we have Susan's team is, Cassie's story is. Number 3, Grandpa used to be. Number 4, Diane is. Number 5, Jason has. Number 6, the doll from Russia is. A, the best painter. B, the biggest child collection. C, the longest story. D, the oldest in her collection. E, the best in town. F, the worst video game player. Okay, so I'm going to play the audio. Pay attention to it. So,
Workbook, page 93, activity 5. Listen and match. 1.
Are you going to watch Jenny's basketball game?
Yes, her team is really good.
But they're playing Susan's team. Susan's team is better.
Really?
Yeah, they're the best basketball team in town.
2,
Did you read Cassie's story? I did. It was really funny. And long. I know. It's longer than anybody else's.
3,
Look at Grandpa's painting.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He used to be the best painter. One of his paintings is in a museum.
4,
I win again. Tina, you're really good at playing video games. Well, I'm better than you, Diane.
That's for sure. I'm the worst video game player.
Okay, girl.
5,
Wow, Jason, you have a lot of shells. We go to the beach in the summer and I collect them. You know, Joey has a shell collection too. I know. Joey and my sisters have collections, but mine is the biggest.
6,
Check out my doll collection. Ooh, I love this one. Where's it from? That doll is from Russia. It's the oldest doll I have.
Okay, so that's it. Now we can go to page 94. We have a lot to do in here. Chris has a big coin collection. In here, the adjective is big. No tiene ni en comparativo ni en superlativo. It's just an adjective, big. Katie's collection is bigger than Chris' collection. In this case, it is a comparative because I'm comparing Katie's collection with Katie's collections. Okay, Kyle has the biggest toy car collection. In this case, it is a superlative because I'm comparing Kyle's car collection with Katie's and Chris, okay? So, activity 6, read, then use a form of big, small, or young to complete each sentence. Okay, so we're going to use the adjectives big, small, old, or young to complete the sentences. But we need to use them in the correct place. Let's say, Felix has 2 brothers and 3 sisters. Pablo has 3 brothers and 4 sisters. Tony has 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Okay? So, I will say number 1, Philip's family is than Tony's. Esto significa que estamos comparing. So we are going to use a comparative, ¿ok? Uno de estos lo vamos a usar en comparative. Is it bigger, smaller, older, younger? Dependiendo de la que escojas. Number 2, Pablo's family is blank of all. Because I'm comparing Pablo's family with the rest of the families, vamos a usar un superlativo. Biggest, smallest, oldest, youngest. Number 3, Tony's family is blank. Y ahora, como no estamos comparando con ninguna, solo lo vamos a dejar tal cual. Big, small, old or young, dependiendo de la opción que vayas a escoger. Dean's grandma is 86 years old. Betty's grandma is 74 years old. Harriet's grandma is 91 years old, ¿ok? También con los mismos que nos dieron acá vamos a completar. Number 4, Dean's grandma is blank than Betty's grandma. Is it older, younger, etcétera, etcétera. Number 5, Betty's grandma is... Y aquí no estamos comparando, así que vamos a dejar el adjetivo tal cual. Number 6, Harriet's grandma is the of all. Superlative. When it says of all, it's because we are comparing one person with the rest of the persons or the people in the group, okay? So it's a superlative. Number 7, look at the picture, write sentences using words. Pam, Sue, and May, okay? So look at how many candles do they have in each cake. Miren cuántas velitas tienen en cada pastel. So, for example, number 1 has 5. So I think it means that she is turning 5 years old, etc., etc., okay? So, for example, I would say, Sue is older than Pam, because I have in here older. Vamos a hacer oraciones usando las palabras que nos dan entre paréntesis. Ya está en comparative and superlative. I would say, makes the oldest of all. Okay, now the next page is page 95, also from the workbook. And we have Laura is a good soccer player. Steve is a better player than Laura. Joko is the best soccer player in the class. In the next blank, my brother's pictures are bad. My sister's pictures are worse than his. My pictures are the worst of all. Activity A says, listen, write, and add the scores, compare the scores, and complete the sentences. Okay? First of all, we are going to listen to the scores. And we are going to fill in the blanks in here. Pretend that you are not seeing here. Vamos a escribir aquí las scores que nos vayan a dar.
Listen. Write and add the scores. Compare the scores and complete the sentences. 1.
Welcome back to the next big star. We are down to 3 finalists. Tell me, Will, how did you rate Tony's singing?
Yes, he was good. I gave him a 7.
Mary, what about you?
I gave him a 7 too.
And Jane, did you like Tony?
Yes, I thought he was good. I gave him an 8.
2.
Ok, aquí vamos a escribir.
And on to the next singer, Molly. Will, what about Molly?
She was a better singer than Tony. I gave her a 9.
That's a high score. Mary?
Oh, I thought she was the best. I gave her a 10.
Well, Molly is doing well. Jane, did you like her?
Oh, yes, I did. She was definitely the best. I gave her a 10.
And Rob?
3.
Wow, that leaves Rob, our third and final singer. Will, any thoughts?
Well, I thought he was the best, so I gave him a 10.
A 10? Who is going to win? Mary, did you give Rob a 10?
No, I liked Molly better than Rob. I gave him a 9.
It's up to you, Jane. So, what score did you give Rob?
I really liked Molly the best. I gave Rob an 8.
Well, add the scores. Who is the best singer? Who is going to be the next big star?
Ok, no se confíen de lo que está acá porque no son respuestas correctas, ok? So, individual scores. Ahora, lo que vamos a hacer es that we are going to write in here, and in here, como está en el ejemplo. We just need to add. We are going to do an addition, que es una suma. Ok, for example, we have 7 plus 7 plus 8, que es la calificación que le dieron a Anthony, equals 22. Now, we are going to write Molly's score. What do we have in here? 9 plus, equals, y lo que nos dé, okay? It's the same that you are going to do with Rob's score. Final results. Number 4. Tony is a good singer, but Rob is better or worse. Number 5. Rob is a good bad singer or better singer than Tony. What do we have in here? Number 6. Molly is blank singer of all and the next big star. Okay, so we're comparing Molly with the rest of the group. Is she the best or is she the worst? Okay, so that's it. Remember that I think this last activity was kind of confusing and this one was too. But if you have questions about this, please send a message to me si tienes alguna duda sobre alguna de estas actividades. And you can send a message to me and ask me, and of course I will help you. You should know that you need to send picture of these 3 pages with today's date and also your name so you can help me to grade your activities. That's it for today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Stay at home, stay safe, and I'll see you the next week on Monday here as always. See you then. Bye.